So today guys, we're going to be doing the vendor reset. Most of the items I'm looking for are the named items, but if I see any god roll single items or good roll items, I will let you know. So right here at the very beginning, we have the vendor that's right at the base of operation, and the named item for this week for him is Glory Days. Remember, like any named item, it takes 20 of them donating them to your expertise library to make them proficient, or you could just use them. You know, most people have been buying these because they have a little bit of extra credits, or they need 1 or 2 to complete, or they want to just buy a few to level that up a little bit quicker. So yeah, the Glory Days is that item, and the rolls aren't that great, so it'd be great for donating but not really keeping. We keep going down. They do have an 8% weapon handling on this 511 chest piece, so you guys can use that for your library. That's the main thing I would use it for. Nothing else. The other rolls are pretty bad. The talent with this chest piece just doesn't really work. So the weapon handling definitely is something I would pick up. If I didn't have this in my library, you can re-roll this into your library so you have that maxed out 8% weapon handling. They do have a 10.1% critical hit damage mod if you don't have any, so this one isn't that bad. So if you guys want some critical hit damage mods and looking for some for you new returning players, this might be a good starter. And we keep going down, and these are the mods. Nothing else I really saw worth picking up except those 2 items. The next item is going to be at the level 30 clan vendor, so we're going to go to the clan vendor to show you that. So we arrived to the clan vendor, and look what we have here. He has the new reliable is the named item he is carrying. So if you guys are looking for that, this is probably be a good one. The good thing about this, it also has a maxed out 9.5% critical hit chance. For you new returning players, you can put this into your library. Hey, and you get a god rolled attribute right there. So not only can you buy this to get it proficient, but if you guys want that roll, well, that's a good roll for you guys to pick up. We keep going down. They have the ongoing directive backpack, pretty average rolls, nothing I would pick up. They have the negotiator's gloves, weapon damage, weapon handling, still pretty decent rolls. I would change out the weapon handling for crit chance or crit damage. They have the hardwired knee pads, which you could just roll that armor regen for skill damage. So that'd be one if you guys are trying to create a build around hardwire and don't have the knee pads. We keep going down, and I didn't really see any other god rolls. We'll double check just to make sure. Didn't see anything that was god rolled or that you would use that had on builds themselves. So yeah, these are the mods that they have, and those were the 2-3 items you could pick up here. The next item is going to be the countdown vending machine, so we're going to head there real quick because, you know, they always have 3 new items every week, and they had 3 new items. So right here at the vending machine, you go to your countdown. They have the Emily's Guard, so if you guys have been looking at that, remember that's going to cost you 75 reacquisition credits. They also have the Point Man chest piece, which I just need 1 to fully max mine out, and the rolls are decent. Nothing I would probably run with. And then they have the 0F chest piece, which is actually a pretty good one. Has armor, hazard protection, critical hit chance. You can put critical hit damage on the hazard protection. Comes with perfectly unbreakable. When your armor is depleted, you repair 100% of your armor for 55 seconds. So again, I need 3 more to fully proficient mine, or I could just continue to use a build with this. Either way you want, but these are the 3 named items at the countdown vendor. The next item is going to be, of course, we're going to head over to the theater. So right at the theater, we're going to take a look at the vendor, and look what he has. He has the named mop. So this actually has obviously 2 good things about it. Number 1, it has maxed out damage to armor for that 12%. Number 2, it always comes with that 10% maxed out armor on kill. So you could max out the shotgun damage or make it optimization, and look, it has in sync. So it's actually a really good one if you guys have been looking to build around this. But I will tell you what I would do is, if I was new returning and I didn't have 12% damage to armor on my shotgun, I would put this in my library. And number 2 is you could use this to get your expertise level up, right? So this is going to be one of those items that you can just donate, or you can buy it and actually use it. And obviously they have that 12% damage to armor you can use for your library. So a couple things you could do with this, but that is the named item from the theater. And that's about it. That's all I really saw right here. I would pick up the mop. That's going to be the main buy from this vendor. Now, obviously, we know that there is a named item, new one at the campus. So let's go there. So once you arrive to the campus, look at the vendor right here, and they have the scalpel. Now this is another item I would pick up if you guys haven't fully maxed this one out. You can see that I'm proficiency rank 7. I still have a couple to buy, so I'll probably end up picking this one up on my other character that has a little bit more credits on it. We keep going down, and they do have a LMG with 12% damage to targets out of cover. You could use this for your library for all of you new returning players. That's the main thing I would use it for. Nothing else here. The other rolls are pretty low, so it's really up to you, but yeah, it does have that 12% damage to targets out of cover. We keep going down, and I didn't really see anything else worth picking up. Those are the mods for this week. So yeah, you have the LMG for that 12% damage to target out of cover for your library, and obviously the scalpel is the named item of the week. Now we're gonna head over to the DZ vendors. We'll start with DZ West and see what named item they have. So at DZ West, the named item of the week are the death grips. If you guys don't have these, I recommend picking these up, at least getting one of them, and then you can use these to just put on a build and then obviously level them up naturally. But remember, this is a DZ exclusive item, so it won't drop in the open world. It only drops in the DZ. I believe it does have a small chance to drop from named caches, but yeah, this is going to be the best bet for you. Go into the DZ, farm some landmarks, deconstruct the items, and then just extract those DZ resources. That's going to be the best bet for you guys to knock this out pretty quick. Death grip, yeah, nothing honestly I would get besides just picking it up for that. And that's about it. I really don't like spending any money on any of these, since the named items are going to be the best thing to buy, because those DZ resources are very hard to come by. Even if you're constantly farming, it's better just to save it for the next week. We go down to DZ South. That's going to be the next named item. Now that we're at DZ South, we talk to the vendor, and they have the gift. This is probably one of the worst rolled ones I've seen in a while. It has weapon damage, skill haste, status effects, perfect vigilance. But if you are looking for a gift and you haven't got one to drop, well, it's 152 DZ resources. You buy it, you can kind of work with it maybe, but obviously this isn't ideal backpack to use. But if you're just trying to level it up, until the meantime you can get another one and you can get that proficiency rank up, well, that's going to be your best bet. But yeah, that's it from right there. I'm trying to look to see if there's anything else. But yeah, the gift is going to be the named item at DZ South. Now there is one more named item, and that's going to be at DZ East. So once you guys arrive to DZ East, you're going to see that they have the long stick, and that is another item that you guys have to level up to get 20 of them to get proficiency, get it proficient. So that is at this week's vendor. So that's just another one I would pick up if you guys don't have it and you guys want to run around leveling this up. This would be a great one for you. Ideally, it's 152 DZ resources, so that's one that you can either just wait to level up through getting it from the open world drops, or you could buy it here and then use it if you've been looking for one. So just something you guys can do. Now there are 2 more vendors, and those are up in New York City, so we're gonna head there to the Haven and see what they have. So once you guys arrive to the Haven, there are 2 vendors here, but the only vendor that happened to have something that was decent is Roy, and it was a roll. So we're gonna go down, and right here on this Urban MDR, the rifle, it has a maxed out 9.5% critical hit chance. You can use this for your library for all you new returning players, but ideally that was all I really saw this week from any of these. I was trying to look for talents and stuff like that, but that will be the only item that I would recommend you guys picking up. They do have a 7.4 headshot damage mod, 11% protection from elites mod, but that's about it. That is the only item that I saw worth picking up, and it was that roll right there. And that's going to wrap up this week's vendor reset. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And if I missed anything that you thought was worth picking up, also let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one, but until then, hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.